Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be filming my in-depth foundation routine. So basically, I'm going to be taking you through all of the different steps that I usually take to achieve my foundation. So I'm not going to be doing any sort of eye makeup look for this video or talking about lips or anything that goes on top of the foundation other than the powder. So with that being said, I just have to say this. I know that sometimes, especially for me, it is really easy to get caught up in the new products that are coming out, especially whenever big YouTube gurus are talking about it. For example, if someone's talking about like this amazing new foundation or whatever, you know, it's really easy to get caught up in the hype of things, and it really makes you want to purchase that product even if it's not suitable for your skin type. So basically, my number one tip is to really stay current with what your skin care needs are. For example, I am really dry and oily in my T-zone and I have adult acne. So I need to be choosing primers, foundations, concealers that kind of cater to those skincare needs. And that's pretty much what this video is about. And it's also going to be going through the different steps in the proper sequence of what you need to do to achieve your foundation. A flawless foundation, hopefully. So yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoy this look. And just a side note, I am going to have all of the different products that I used on my face today, including the ones that aren't going to be talked about in this video. And I am also going to be doing a makeup tutorial on the eyeshadows, the lips, and everything else that happened on my face today. I'm not sure which video is going to be up first. I'm probably going to upload this one first, but I just wanted to disclaim that. So yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoy this video. If you do, please give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, so the very first thing that I really like to do whenever I am doing my foundation is to go in first with a primer. Depending on what my skin is going through at the time, I'm going to choose a different primer. So that's a really important thing to remember, is your skin is always changing. For me specifically, I have really dry skin around the outer part of my face and then a little bit of dryness right here. And then I also suffer from adult acne. And sometimes I can get oily in my T-zone. So basically, I have very complicated skin and my skin's also very sensitive. So right now my skin is really breaking out and it has been really dry. So for today, I'm going to choose two different primers. One is going to be illuminating to kind of help combat the dryness of my skin. And then the other one is going to help smooth out my pores and the texture on my face. That is going to give us more of a flawless coverage whenever we go in with our foundation. So for my illuminating primer, I have two that are in my makeup collection. The first one is the Becca, what is this? Backlight Priming Filter. This is just a little sample bottle. And then this one is by Amit Makeup and it's the Diamond Heart Base Primer Illuminating. I love both of them equally, but for today's video, I'm going to be going in with this one right here, the Becca one. So since I'm going in with two different primers, I'm only going to target the primers where I'm having issues. So again, my dryness tends to be on the outer part of my face and around my nose. So that's where I'm going in with the illuminating primer. Then for pore filling primer, I have two different ones in my collection that I typically reach for. I have the NYX Angel Veil Primer. This one is really amazing. The price is right for this. It's lasted me a really long time and it's oil free. So if you do suffer from a really oily T-zone or just oily skin in general, this is really going to be awesome and help your foundation last a lot longer. However, this one, since I do have such sensitive skin when my skin is breaking out, I don't tend to reach for this one just because sometimes it breaks me out and I'm trying to combat that. So I'm going to go in with the Josie Maran Etheric Surreal Skin Argan Finishing Balm. This does pretty much the same thing, but it has really good ingredients in it. So it's going to fill in my pores and smooth out the texture on my skin. So I'm putting this all in my T-zone area, my chin really, because my chin is just having a fit right now. I don't know what's going on. I think it's really hormonal. Okay, so now that that is done, again, I'm going to pick my foundation based on what my skin is doing. So a lot of the foundations that I have are really great. They're pretty much awesome for any skin problem that I'm having. But right now, since I am having such high sensitivity and I'm breaking out a lot, I'm going to go with something that I know doesn't break me out. So I have the Urban Decay Ultra Naked Skin Foundation Weightless Ultra Definition Liquid Makeup Naked Skin Foundation. This one I know really does not break me out, and since I'm going for a more dewy look today, this is the one that I am reaching for. Another really awesome one if you tend to have breakouts is the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Wear Foundation. That one's awesome because the clay has healing properties, and whenever I take that off of my skin, it actually makes my skin look better. But today I'm going for a dewy look, so I am going to shake this up. And then I'm also going to go in with the Cover FX Enhancing Drops. They have the illuminating drops, which this one is in the shade Sunlight. And then they also have drops that really help to combat oil. So again, depending on what your skin issues are, that's how you're going to make your decision as to what custom drops you're going to purchase. But I mix my foundation and my custom drops on the back of my hand. I'll show you guys that. So I take about 2 pumps of the foundation. Ah, it's leaking. It's not leaking, it's just like dribbling off my hand. And then I'm going to take 1 drop, 2 drops of the custom enhancing drops, and then I'm going to mix that together, make a little cocktail on the back of my hand. And then whatever I have on my finger, I'm just gonna kind of go like that. And then for my foundation brush, this is my all-time favorite brush for foundation. It's the Morphe M439 brush. It's domed. I really need to super glue mine back together because I left it in water for way too long. But yeah, I just love it because it's really dense. It moves the product around really well. So basically what I just do is I dipped it onto the back of my hand and I start off by patting motions. This is really going to help the foundation to sink into your skin, and then I go in swirling motions like this. Another makeup brush that I really like for foundation is the Makeup Geek stippling brush. I know that one's really awesome. And I also know that a lot of people love the Sigma F80 Kabuki brush. It's a flat top kabuki brush. It's really similar to the Makeup Geek one, but it's a little bit wider in the head. And all of them do a really good job. It's not necessarily like one is better than the other. It just depends on your preference. Okay, now that my foundation is done, I'm going to try something new. Hopefully it isn't a total fail today, but I am going to use the Anastasia of Beverly Hills Cream Contour Kit, and I'm going to be using the cream color. This one is in the shade, actually, I think I'm gonna use this shade right here, Light, because it has more of a yellow undertone to it. This one is in the shade Fair right here. I don't know why I just said light because this one is soft light. Anyways, I'm gonna try to use this as my under eye concealer. I'm going to take a little flat top brush like this. This one is from BH Cosmétiques. Any flat top brush will do. Whatever you have in your collection is fine. I'm just going to kind of, this one, go like this and try to pick up as much as I can on this brush. I don't know what's going on. Okay, here we go. We'll see. Now I'm just going to kind of draw a triangle underneath my eye like this. And we'll see how it blends out. I've been wanting to try this, so I just figured why not do it in this video. Normally, I go in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, which is awesome, and I do literally the same thing. I just take the little wand and I draw it on like this. Holy frickin' cannoli, this is white. We'll see. We'll see how it works, okay? All right, so that is enough of that. I might have to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer anyways, but let's go ahead and see how this blends out. I'm using my damp beauty sponge. This is the Real Techniques one. This is literally my holy grail. This is how I always blend out my under eye concealer, no matter what concealer I'm using. Okay, so it's blending out really nicely, but that is holy freaking cannoli white. So I'm definitely gonna go back in with my other concealer, but I will say the first impression of this is it's super creamy. If it wasn't so light, if it was more of like the banana powder shade, it would be perfect. But it does blend out really well. Well, that was the bust, and now it looks like I'm a freaking ghost underneath my eyeballs. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in with my tried and true. This is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I'm in the shade Light Medium. Clearly, I'm not in the shade Fair. So yeah, I am just going to draw a triangle again right underneath my eye, like so. And then I'm also going to put a little bit on my eyeball because that is how I prime my eyes for shadow. Okay, that's looking a little bit better, right? All right, again, I'm just using this sponge to blend it all out. I will say that doing the contour kit first really does add a lot of extra coverage. Okay, then to set my under eye area, I'm going to be taking the Wet n Wild Contouring Palette. This one is in the shade Dulce de Leche, and I'm going to be taking the lighter shade right here. I love this palette. I also love the Anastasia Beverly Hills Banana Powder. Honestly, either one is really, really good. This one, in my opinion, is pretty much just as good in terms of the highlighting shade underneath. So I do this. I should probably like start explaining why I do stuff again. But I do this because I tend to crease whenever I put concealer on my eyelid as well as underneath my eye. So this is a really good trick. Anytime you are wanting your foundation or your concealer to last a longer time. Another really awesome trick, I'm not going to be doing it today because I'm going in with cream products later, but basically if you are going in with powders for your contour, your blush, or highlight, things like that, it would be a really good idea just to set this whole cheek area as well, because that is going to help your powders go over your foundation a lot easier. Any sort of translucent powder will be fine whenever you set your face. Just setting the cheek area is a really good idea because it's going to make it a lot easier to blend out your products whenever you go in with powder products afterwards. Whereas if you just kind of left it like this and you didn't, you know, go in with the powder, then you're kind of struggling against the like liquid of the foundation whenever you're blending out your contour and your blush and stuff like that. So that's just a little trick, but for today I'm just going to be doing it underneath the eye. Another thing is if you are very oily, which for some reason my skin has just been freaking out, so I am a little bit oily in my nose, on my nose, not in my nose, and right above the Cupid's bow right here. So always set the areas of your face that you get oily with powder, and that's really going to help combat throughout the day. So that is pretty much my foundation routine. Like I said, it's really important just to choose the products based on your skin's needs. I know sometimes I get caught up in like the glamour of products and I see big YouTubers using them, but it's, you know, sometimes difficult because I don't have the same skin type that they do. So just make sure that you're choosing products based on your skin type, based on what your skin is going to react best with. And honestly, that is my biggest tip. A lot of times the products will have descriptions on their website, or they will have it like on the back of the product, basically on what it's for. So that is really, really helpful. Yeah, and just, you know, stay true to yourself, stay true to your skin, and choose the products that best suit your skincare needs. And yeah, that's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish off the rest of my makeup, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you soon. Bye. Oh my god, am I gonna do this already? Okay, about the foundation process. What am I talking about? I don't know. How many times am I gonna film this intro? Freaking title of the video.